it's time to get it lit. We got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's close in the counter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, bang. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready? 125. Hey, we got to get to the ball. Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Easy.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from the season to go. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Flip it. White.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. SOS. Hey, easy. Hey, let's get him converted. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flushed out right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. This is Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Ready, black 22.
Don't get nervous.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Easy, easy, easy. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Watch the safety creep.
Here we go. Even.
Check 25.
Check 15.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Easy.
Hey, watch that.
Chalo, 5-0.
Mike 54. Target.
From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right side. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Green, triple team.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check. Hey, stop. Let's go.
Check 31. Check 31.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Yeah, Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Hey, alert 3.
Easy.
Mike 51.
Let's go.
They'll run. It's Henry. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The big back, Derrick Henry, held out of the end zone. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Here we go, here we go. 90, walk.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Second and 9 at the 5-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm getting weapons.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
2nd and 3. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 66 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Strong right. Strong right. Everyone's got 4. 4 down.
Easy. Come on. Sunday. Let's go. It's time to go.
Jameis to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Ready, set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132.
2nd and 10. He completes it to Boyd. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll set up to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check out X3, 218, chop.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Keep it up, guys. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunky yardage to pick up. Head scratcher.
Hey, check. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check 43.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Towards the end zone and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Joe Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Mixon running right. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go, here we go. 30 base. Like the 59. Let's go. Check the backer, check the backer. 61, matchbox lights. Get it.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go.
25 yards that time. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First down.
Ready, ready.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit.
Right? And the pressure gets to him again. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Big stop, let's go.
Easy, easy, easy. Right there. 54 Mike.
I don't even know why this team.
Here's Winston. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Ready.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
5-0. Bang, bang. Flip it. Flip it.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Jameis now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Big series. Step it up. Kill. Easy. Hey, run.
Winston now from the 50. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Sponge. No. Chopper. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
On the toss, Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, D.
2nd and 13. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 53 yards. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From the 30 on second down, Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's second and inches at the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They'll drop the throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come on, set, 50, plant.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
2nd and 9 now. Open man is Higgins. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Complete to number 15. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Bengals first down.
Ready.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And able to find Green. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Ready. 30 base. 6-6, bullet high. Ready.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he whips that one incomplete there. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Bullock will put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. They find some open field here. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, stop. Let's go.
Patch it. Chance.
Let's go. Let's convert. Let's go.
Here's Winston. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now this throw caught left side. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise. 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Green brings it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 9-yard touchdown run. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
First and 10 at the 45.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Come on. Sunday.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Time 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let me go.
Now Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ready.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Check, 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 check. Easy. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Green, come and see. Wait. Johnny.
Now Winston. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. There he goes, right side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. And they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Check 24. Check 24.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety screaming.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check three, check three. Rush in, rush in. Let's go.
Winston to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, watch 28. Easy.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Okay. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Out. Shift. 36. 5-0. Ready to go.
One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bengals, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They Ella, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money.